Yo, yo, yo. It's your Berg Sparta, also known as King Berg, also known as Deshaun. We're back with another one, man. Today we doing Stitch, Rocket Raccoon. I like to give my opinions before we start. I really don't see how Stitch is going to win against Rocket. But they are known to throw some lore in there. You don't actually know. And he which usually gives them the advantage against other characters that have the advantage. And it's probably because we've seen Rocket Raccoon shooting more than Stitch. Yes, we've seen Stitch with guns before, not pew pewing as much as Rocket Raccoon. But we're back with another Death Battle reaction. Make sure to check out Death Battles. They sponsor these videos. I mean, they don't sponsor these videos. They do these videos, and we're able to make reactions off them. So at least go show them some love as well.
Stitch, Disney's Extraordinary Experiment 626.
Rocket, Marvel's murderous mercenary mustelid. Those are like weasels and ferrets and raccoons. You know, because he's a...
Just because you're cute and fluffy doesn't mean you aren't the deadliest thing in the universe.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
These are one of the ones that I feel like because they're putting them out in like 2 weeks, like sometimes they're not as polished. Like, one recorded really low.
He took the galaxy's most fearsome, most dangerous, most absolutely purely black-hearted evil creatures and smushed them all together.
A great man with a vision, persecuted by spineless know-nothing bureaucrats.
The result? Experiment 626, though you can just call him Stitch.
He did not.
I think
Persecuted experimentation.
he took the galaxy's most fearsome, most dangerous, most absolutely purely black-hearted evil creatures and smushed them all together.
A great man with a
I did
vision,
not know that.
persecuted by spineless know-nothing bureaucrats.
The result? Experiment 626, though you can just call him Stitch.
He did not.
I think I'm gonna be sick. Oh, so naughty. After being slated for termination, Stitch escapes to a distant planet, Earth. Oh wait, Earth.
Crash landing in the Hawaiian island of Kauai of all places. There he
He did a crossover with Kim Possible.
Incognito as by the Earth Girl Hawaiian island.
Big long Power family. And that's cool. I love Recess.
Of Kauai of all places. There he'd be adopted by the Earth Girl Lilo and went incognito as the ugliest dog ever.
And despite his horrific upbringing, Stitch found he had a softer side, a love of Elvis, and a kinship with Lilo, a devil child who didn't fit in, just like him. It wasn't long before Stitch was ready to do anything to protect his new Ohana from the
Put the
alien
hands on
threats
that
coming
way,
to
girl.
get him.
And let me tell you, as a fellow mad scientist, Jumbo really outdid himself here. I've been meaning to dig deeper into Stitch's piecemeal alien biology for years. First of all, his fluffy exterior is entirely bulletproof, fireproof, and nearly impenetrable.
Though this comes with a catch. His molecular structure is so dense, he can't swim. Sucks he landed in Hawaii of all places.
Stitch can crawl on walls, hear a whisper from miles away, and scream so loud he'll blow you to kingdom come.
He's strong enough to lift 3,000 times his own body weight and can spin dash so fast he'll burst into flames.
His eyesight is also incredible. He's got night, x-ray, and infrared vision, and can even zoom in hundreds of times over.
Even better, he
Yeah, a
can
lot of stuff I
literally
didn't know
fire
about
a
this
machine
man.
gun. His spit is conductive enough to short-circuit electronics, stick objects together like glue, and even dissolve solid rock. Oh, and he's somehow a genius, too. The dude knows molecular physics and can build entire mech suits and spaceships out of junk in seconds.
You wouldn't think it from his everything, but Stitch is a genius with a brain comparable to a supercomputer. The world's most powerful supercomputer right now is Hewlett-Packard's Frontier, which can make 1 quintillion calculations a second.
Comparing Stitch to Frontier is frankly a massive lowball.
See, Stitch was programmed to have Jumba's own intelligence, and Jumba's IQ has been compared to that of an entire galaxy combined.
I have conducted my own genetic analysis to determine Stitch's alien progenitors. His DNA includes traces of the manglioid of Meridian 4, the goo goblin booger beast, the people-eating pus monkey, the deadly disemboweler, the boiling tongueoid, and the bottom-feeding scum sucker.
Sounds like your ex-wife. Am I right?
No, Wiz, what the hell? That's such a messed up thing to say about her. Be better.
I'm so disappointed in you.
You can make those jokes when you start paying the alimony.
Well, Stitch's incredible buffet of alien DNA is supported by a power cell embedded in his body, fueled by the energy of 2 colliding planets. Huh? Colliding planets! Are you coming back? No?
You!
Okay.
He's got a jetpack, freeze ray, grenades, and a seismotron.
All video game
200,
work.
Which can make sandwiches gigantic. Oh, and shrink enemies, that's cool too.
Stitch was a one-fluff army, and he proved it when everyone from the Galactic Federation to the dastardly Dr. Hamsterville came to pick a fight with him.
Including all of Jumba's experiments. Yeah, 626 isn't just some random number. There are hundreds of these little bastards running around. More trouble-making cousins to add to his growing ohana.
Though he had to pacify many of them first, like Slushy, who can create a snowstorm that covered all of Kauai.
Or Richter, who can
think this is
split
a
the Earth
cartoon.
in half and shatter planet-busting asteroids.
And Jumba stated that Stitch was the most destructive, unstoppable monster the universe has ever seen. Even more dangerous than Holio, who can create a black hole large enough to consume the entire universe.
Speaking of black holes, in the anime, yes, there's a Lilo and Stitch anime. Stitch once piloted a ship carrying a supernova bomb strong enough to wipe out a galaxy and flew it into a black hole. It and the black hole both exploded on top of him, and he popped out no worse for the wear. You know, like you do.
Another time, he piloted a ship to a different black hole in less than 2 minutes. It's unclear exactly how far this was, but the average distance between stars is about 5 light years.
That means his ship would have had to have been flying at over 1 million times the speed of light.
And when he's filled with love for
I'm gonna
his
watch the
ohana,
anime.
power cell
I
inside
watched the
Stitch
first one. I think they made a part 2.
incalculably. He used this to defeat Dark End, an experiment explicitly made to be stronger than Stitch, who had just defeated 4 Stitch clones on his own.
And Stitch completely annihilated him. He knocked Dark End into outer space so hard he dislodged a city-sized space station. You know, like you do.
He's even managed to worm his way into completely different Disney properties.
Oh God, we don't have another Deadpool on our hands, do we?
With Stitch around, Lilo, Nani, and the inhabitants of Earth couldn't be safer.
Surf's up for everyone.
Princess was made by
Blue
Disney.
Buzzball of death.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
It can be easy to spend all your time.
You should go and check out their sponsors as well, BetterHelp.
But how much time do you actually
.com/death battle for
Therapy can be
10%
an
off on your
incredible
first
asset
month.
to your mental health, even if you don't think you need it right at this moment. A lot of these problems can be hard to spot without self-reflection and an outside perspective. It's easy to accept things the way they are without realizing that maybe they could be better. Everyone can benefit from becoming the best version of themselves. Positive coping skills, setting boundaries, supporting others without leaving yourself behind, all incredibly important to practice in your journey for self-fulfillment.
And in this super busy world, BetterHelp is entirely online and designed to be flexible to your schedule.
All you have to do to start is fill out a brief questionnaire to be matched with a licensed therapist. And if you'd like to make a change, you can switch therapists at any time at no additional charge. Find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/deathbattle today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/deathbattle.
Somewhere in the Black Mountain Hills of Dakota, there was a young boy named Rocky Raccoon.
Raccoon. Rocket, not Rocky. That's the Beatles song he's named after.
Well, I have wasted a lot of time on some very specific research.
In fact, it's just Rocket. Despite his startling resemblance to the resourceful dumpster-diving mammal, Rocket originates from the alien planet Half-World, which served as an asylum for the criminally insane ruled over by alien humanoids.
Along with many of Half-World's cutesy inhabitants, Rocket was subjected to cybergenetic modifications by his overlords.
All with the purpose of being Half-World's warden, Ranger Rocket.
Rocket's mutations make him smarter, stronger, faster, and tougher than your average garbage goblin.
His cybernetic skeleton is connected to artificial vertebrae and neural implants, allowing him to dodge gunfire and laser beams, survive an explosion the size of a city block, and keep up with supervillains like Kraven and Venom.
Alongside pals Lila the Otter and Walrus the... Yeah, Rocket battled the mercenary Blackjack O'Hare and killer clowns and saved the day time and time again. I bet you're wondering what the hell this has to do with Guardians of the Galaxy.
In a convoluted editorial effort to reboot his character, Rocket left Half-World to become a mercenary and had his memories suppressed. After a betrayal by his otter lover, a different one, he has a thing for otters, Rocket was sent to jail. Space jail.
And prison changes a man. Gunn was the Saturday morning cartoon character of yore. He was a felon, cynical and hardened by the criminal justice system. The space criminal justice system.
Rocket suffered not only from his penal servitude, but the trauma of his brutal genetic modifications, and a lingering sense of alienation. It was in this personal hell where he'd meet a bunch of a-holes who would soon be his new teammates. Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, and of course, his best pal Groot.
And together they were the...
Side note, Guardians of Galaxy 3. Jesus Christ.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm not watching it if that's the new Guardians. Like, I don't know if you guys seen it. I don't want to spoil it. But the way that it ends, that's not the same. If they're ever going to make another movie with that team, I'm not watching.
Defending the free peoples of the cosmos from all manner of alien menace. For a price, of course. Though unlike some of the powerhouses on his team, Rocket's raccoon body is...
I told you he's not a raccoon. He was created on Half-World and is the last of an entire race of raccoon-like aliens. He just happens to look like an Earth raccoon.
Don't lecture me on raccoons, Wiz. I'm an expert. Been fighting the bastards for years. Did you know their tiny little bandit masks are for reducing glare to enhance night vision? They can hear noises as quiet as earthworms digging underground. And about 2/3 of the sensory perception part of their cerebral cortex is devoted to their tactile impulses. That's why they grab shit with their tiny little hands.
All perfectly suited to a nimble, stealthy glass cannon like Rocket.
Yeah, 'cause he's a raccoon.
As I was saying, Rocket became the team's resident grease monkey, specializing in all things technology and engineering. And fittingly, his specialty in combat is firearms.
Yep, that sounds like my cue, Wiz. Rocket's built giant mechs, cobbled together random junk for an improvised flamethrower, and casually slapped together a bomb strong enough to destroy a moon. Oh, and he's got every kind of hand cannon imaginable. Pistols, machine guns, miniguns, rifles, rocket launchers, plasma guns, laser guns, and my favorite, the melon popper, where melon means head and pop means... kabam!
That melon belonged to a Super Skrull, one of the deadliest warriors in the Marvel Universe. With the combined abilities of the Fantastic Four, including the Thing, who survived a blast from the power cosmic that could split a planet in two.
Yeah, Rocket's weapons are crazy, like the Rampart armed phasic cannon, which utilizes...
Pistols, shotguns, rifles, miniguns, lasers, and plasma guns, rockets, grenade launchers, Rampart arms, can flamethrower, electricity gun, sonic gun, vehicle, wrecking. That's the jetpack, transforming, Gundam suit. What the fuck? Arms, swords, knives, rocket held hammer, energy barrier, alien acid capsules, timely ink dot ship processing and analysis device, particle canister that might help him, antimatter charges, orbital weapon stash, basically anything he can get. This dude.
cold fusion and could melt the face off the Mad Titan himself, Thanos.
The same Thanos who was strong enough to survive a supermassive black hole 4 light years across, and came out with only light scratches.
The very same Purple Shrek who's battled universe busters and beyond like Thor, Hulk, and Odin. If Thanos can walk through attacks from a dude who can shake the multiverse and Rocket's guns can hurt him, I'm gonna need one of those puppies under my pillow ASAP.
And similar weaponry to what Rockets use can operate down to the picosecond, second, which is 1/trillionth of a second.
He can access all of these goodies at any time from his orbital stash, a remote-controlled satellite that'll deliver anything he wants lickety-split.
Rocket can zoom through the sky on his rocket skates, project force fields, teleport with a portable AI, melt through solid metal with acid, and even hack foreign technology.
Anything from a prison to a planet to an entire galactic empire. Rocket's the most dangerous not raccoon who's totally a raccoon in the whole universe.
And he's proven it with the Guardians. He's saved Earth at least 11 times, cured Ego the Living Planet of a lice infestation, and held his own against an entire world trying to kill him all at once.
He even devised a plan that ultimately stopped Dormammu, the Lord of the friggin' Dark Dimension. No wonder Star-Lord called Rocket the greatest tactical mind he's ever met, even if sometimes he has a tendency to run in guns blazing.
Though he'd always be a wisecracking son of a bitch, his time with the Guardians softened his edges. He learned to enjoy life again, and even made it back to Half-World to send that bastard Blackjack O'Hare packing.
And even though he clearly is one, whatever you do, don't call him a raccoon, because there's nowhere in the galaxy to hide from this gun-toting motherflarker.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Mint Mobile.
It's no surprise, inflation is everywhere. There's no escaping it. And if you're looking for a break, look no further than Mint Mobile.
It's the first company to sell a premium wireless service online only.
You can save a ton and order from home with plans starting at just $15 a month.
That kind of low price is exactly what we all
I don't
need
know,
in a
it's-
time when everything is just
My
getting
hand's
more
starting to
and
hurt
more
again.
expensive.
It isn't sorcery. By going online only and getting rid of the traditional cost of retail, Mint Mobile can pass those savings on to you.
All plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network.
Better yet, you can keep your current phone number and contacts, so switching over is no big deal.
To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/deathbattle.
That's mintmobile.com/deathbattle.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all
Awesome.
possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
In the waves. That riding, that getting blown up into a black hole.
That's it. Gonna need a bigger gun.
Best chance would have been to drown him.
Yes. Come to Papa. I guess you could call this my Thanos Buster. It's hunting season now, Buzzball. Huh? You gotta be kidding me.
But
Double KO! You know, brutally murdering Ice Cream Guy wasn't necessary, Wiz, but I felt it was an artful touch.
Though similar in many ways, Stitch and Rocket's fighting styles were polar opposites.
Stitch was more than strong enough to tear Rocket apart physically, while Rocket's guns were powerful enough to kill people even stronger than Stitch. So the question was simple. If both of them only needed one hit to win, who would get the killing blow first?
It all came down to speed. Rocket has dodge lasers, and his guns could operate down to the picosecond, 1/trillionth of a second.
But Stitch's supercomputer brain could operate down to the quintillionth of a second, 1,000,000 times faster, at minimum.
And his ability to pilot that ship at over 1,000,000 times the speed of light meant that he more than had the reaction speed to dodge anything Rocket threw at him.
Rocket's tactical brilliance meant he could keep Stitch at bay with tricks for a while, but he couldn't reliably seal the deal. Despite being a little blue goblin, Stitch usually stays.
how I feel
in
about
the
this
fight,
one, guys.
whereas Rocket can be way more impulsive.
And frankly, Stitch is probably even smarter considering he has the combined IQ of an entire galaxy.
One slip up from Rocket is all Stitch would need to end the fight.
Rocket's arsenal was absolutely bonkers to be sure, but Stitch's superior speed, physical strength,
especially because like once he got knocked in the water, that should have been it. Like
Looks like this Rocket's
he won
the last
because he
thing up
took
to
a weapon that Rocket threw away.
What's going on? What's going on?
For
Where's he gonna leave the turkey behind?
level 5 weeks.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We have a new death.
That is it for this one, man. That was a reach, to be honest. I don't know. They reached because it's like Rocket Raccoon, like Stitch won because of a weapon that Rocket Raccoon dropped. Kind of makes it corny, but I understand where they was going with it. I think I like the Obito and Darth Vader one, even though that one was kind of one-sided too. I like that one a little bit better, man. But stay tuned. We're going to be doing the next one. The next one that comes out after this. I'm not exactly. They haven't introduced. But like they said, they do one every 2 weeks. So my hand is feeling a lot better. It's not complete. See how like when I bring it up, I can't stabilize my hand. But my hand is getting better. So I'm going to start editing some videos. So we're back to the reactions. If you have any other videos you want me to react to, just leave it in the comments and we'll do it there. Let me know if you like the new way we're doing it where I'm the small screen. This and Death Battle is the big. I might switch the camera to the left side. Stats on the right side where they put all the stats at. Let me know in the comments. Oh yeah, and then don't be a berg, man. Like and subscribe. Tell me in the comments how you liked it, man.